Between the legislature and the judiciary, which arm of the government is more corrupt? This is a public debate triggered by a bitter exchange of words between Chief Justice Willy Mutunga and the National Assembly Majority Leader Adan Duale, as each accused the other's institution of being worse in matters corruption. KTN's Willy Mutunga now widens the scope of this debate to include the perception of analysts and other Kenyans.
Whether it's a cutthroat race to claim the top prize for being the least corrupt, or a competition to clinch the top slot for being the most corrupt arm of government, is the one hypothetical question that Kenyans are now asking over this Twitter spat between National Assembly Majority Leader Adan Duale and Chief Justice Dr. Willy Mutunga.
We will hold our anti-corruption bodies accountable now going forward, and that there is no sacred cow in this government. None. Including myself. There is none.
But it is the 200 million shillings bribery allegations against Supreme Court Judge Philip Tunoi, which has now tilted the corruption spotlight on the judiciary and seemingly given credence to Dr. Willy Mutunga's recent statement that Kenya is a bandit economy run by mafia-style cartels of political chiefs and corrupt business people. But just who is the most corrupt in Kenya?
Corruption has been a way of life in this country. We planted the seeds at the time of independence. The founding father used to tell us on public platforms that he had slain the elephant, and it was up to everyone to sharpen their knives and bring them out. And he would say that if you are caught in the process, it's up to you. And he would remind us that even independence was not given on a silver platter, that we grabbed. In Kiswahili used to say tulinyakua. Kwa hivyo the implication was that tuwe wanyakuzi.
A few months ago, parliamentarians seemingly emerged as the most cunning lot in the corruption game, some dishonestly claiming mileage allowances when they had not set foot in their constituencies, as others reportedly filled attendance reports for their colleagues who were absent from parliament to enable them dishonestly pocket sitting allowances, some allegedly running extortion cartels to write favorable reports.
When you find that somebody who is sitting in the National Assembly is celebrating the fact that something seems to be going on in the judiciary, then you can begin appreciating the height of the tragedy.
Many more politicians are involved in that thing of corruption, but the judiciary has never been able to punish corruption in Kenya.
Kama mimi saizi niko na kesi imekaa kama miaka 2. Unaenda unapata kesi imepewa date. Ukiingia unapata ati kumeandikwa ati kesi yako imeahirishwa. Hata ujui date, ujaambiwa date, unaambiwa enda ucollect date.
Before the tide turned on the judiciary over Justice Tunoi's bribery saga, the executive arm of government was at the center of the attention over the wave of corruption in various ministries, notably the embezzlement of 791 million shillings from the NYS slum upgrade project and an attempted theft of yet another 695 million shillings under the same Ministry of Devolution and Planning, and President Uhuru Kenyatta's purge of the cabinet that axed 6 cabinet secretaries has done little to restore public confidence.
Wale wanaocheka, wale walio katika bunge, hao ndio mafisi wafisadi wa hali ya juu zaidi.
We have reached a level where corruption is actually a kasha, and it is very hard to eliminate corruption in Kenya.
The parasite of corruption has struck yet again at what Chief Justice Dr. Willy Mutunga described a few days ago as a bandit economy, this time in the judiciary. But that leaders across the 3 arms of government have come out to admit that this corruption in government might be a good beginner in the fight against the vice. But Kenyans say this is not good enough, and what they want is a firm, decisive action against the endemic wave of corruption. Willy Mutunga, KTN News in Nairobi.